So, as part of the Marvel sweep and clean, Disney came out. We're like, "Yo, you remember all those Fox movies? Lol."
Trash.
Those ain't happening. Although New Mutants is happening. Here you go. Here's a new date, and it's like,
But is it happening?
oh, I think it
Like
is.
they say April 2020. It's not going to come out.
I think
There's
this
no
is the
way.
one that kind of. I think it does. I really do think this will happen.
I feel like it'll be a really great way to introduce more to the cinematic world, a dark and gritty version of the world that they live in, because we've gotten a lot of the dark and gritty, besides Dark World just being color dark. All of our darkness has come from the TV show side. So like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they had beheadings and things like that, and a whole bunch of stuff. And obviously we had like the Defenders, all
But
of their
the thing
stuff.
is, it's like this movie's still coming out after they literally scrubbed all the X-Men release dates.
Yeah.
Like they literally scrubbed it all. I'm like, there's a plan here because there's no way this movie is 500 million box office.
No.
I don't. It's the word. Stranger things have happened, right? Like, but I just don't see this being a big thing. So why are they keeping it on here? Like, it's
all of the actors are all ones that we haven't seen in the other movies, so they can literally sit there and be like, "Hey guys, here's our first look of like the X-Men in our universe."
a part of me wants to believe that's Kevin Feige's goal. Like, it's.
But what if they turn it into a TV show?
I'm fine with that.
Like, don't release the movie, keep the actors,
Sure.
wait until you've established the mutants, and then make a New Mutants.
Done. I'll take it. I mean,
It'd be a bit weird starting off with New Mutants, but
But it kind of wouldn't, because
I mean,
if
the
you-
name is kind of works into it. Marvel's New
but
Mutants.
it
Yeah.
implies that you've already had mutants.
But
have-
if you think of it this way, a lot of people, the everyday normal person, will get confused of what an Inhuman is. So they're like, well, isn't that technically a mutation? Like, aren't Inhumans
No,
just
that's why they ignore
mutations?
Inhumans. They don't exist.
Until Fantastic Four #3. It will happen.
And that's kind of a thing. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if maybe part of the reshoots are like, let's retroactively refit this into the MCU and maybe make it multiverse. Maybe at the end something will happen. Like, I feel like there's a goal here because I just don't know them
But
officially.
when are they going to reshoot it though?
End of the year.
Because you do it at the end of the year. When are you going to do post production?
They are so quick.
I mean,
with
how
their
cheap and
post-production.
that's the thing. Like, how cheap and dirty and grim is this movie? Like, because originally the trailers implied they shot it like a Saw 1. They're just like one take, done, Rodriguez style. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
it wasn't
okay.
like that. It's more of a thriller and everything. But,
Yeah.
I know. I just don't think there's enough time. Like, if they start now, you can get to do it. It depends how much they're going to do, obviously. But if they're going to like make it fit the MCU and then do other stuff like that's, you might as well just make another film,
True.
which you would need to start 2 months ago to get it out by April.
Yeah.
I have faith in Marvel and what they're going to be doing, because of the fact that it's like, it is them doing the reshoots, not Fox. It's Marvel doing the reshoots.
I mean,
now.
that is a factor, yes, but they've never put a film out quicker than a year.
True. It's
the
all.
film's already done, though. They just have to make it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that might take 2 years.
Yeah.
How bad that movie
Because
is.
we don't know what happened initially, and that's like how was the cut? Just a part of me believes, that, like, it's been a month plus since that acquisition, right? A part of me wants to believe Kevin Feige has sat down and watched it and was like, I think I can make this work to a degree. Because if he said no, I think Disney would listen to him being like, all right, this can't come out. Like, Gambit was 100% scrapped. They scrapped whatever other films were in development that had dates, which, what was it, Fox had like 3 or 4 dates that they
Something like that,
they
yeah.
completely erased them. They're like, nope, we're not releasing any of those Marvel properties here. It's like, wow. So something about this movie has to have given them some sort of confidence. Like, it's...
Or does it though? Or is it just the fact that it actually was shot?
Maybe.
And that's the reason why they're just pushing it, and it's like it kind of has to come out. But if we just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it,
Well,
like...
you seen those rumors that hit today about it?
Oh, the reshoot rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that,
I don't know. It's like...
because
it's
they're
so
saying
weird.
they're going to start in September and reshoot 75%. Like, no, that gives you no time for
All right,
anything
so
else.
here's how they reshoot 75%. It literally takes place in like a cube, like the movie Cube, and they're just like talking and entering other cubes. Like that's the only way you can make this work.
I mean, it takes place in a mental hospital, so
exactly
you're not far off a cube, but it's. I don't know. I would have to see it to believe. Like, there's rumors that Shang-Chi's going to start filming this year and then come out next year, but I don't know.
How
I don't see him doing it.
Here's how New Mutants goes. If we hear casting or reshoot schedule, then we hear a set report that here's where post-production is going to begin again on these reshoots. By October, I will 100% believe this is somehow getting added to the MCU. If nothing is heard by October, it's going to get scrapped. But
even then, it's just such a weird, how meticulous they've been with this entire franchise for 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing this movie in and that being your introduction,
the only thing that I could kind of equate it to is the addition of Spider-Man. Because remember, they announced their entire slate, and they're like, here it comes. And literally 2.5 months later, they're like, all right, reshuffle all that. Here comes Spider-Man. It was like, whoa. But even that took Civil War and everything.
They did that movie.
Right.
They, you had Spider-Man in the movie before that. Sure, it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
This is this was made for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Where this Tom Holland Spider-Man was made for this. I don't know. I would have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. What if it is so different that it's nothing like the X-Men that we've seen, which the trailers originally implied.
Also, it's nothing like garbage?
So that's how they had hoped, being like, you know what? Why not? Let's sit there and we'll add this. It's going to be a dark way that we introduce that mutants have been here in our world. And then by the end of it, hey, their reshoots are, here are the X-Men. They're the ones who save whoever's in the mental asylum, and then they go from there.
And they cast the first X-Men or something for the MCU. Yeah. I think realistically they could, but the whole Fox thing is my holdup. That's the only reason I'm like, it's a Fox property.
That's so unlike how they've done everything before, and just shoehorn this in here. I don't know. I think that's too that's just asking for a spot on you.
That's asking having a Venom in a perfect record. It's like, oof.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It wouldn't feel right by me if they did it. I can just see him dumping on Hulu. You're still putting it out there. You're still going to get money from it. You'll probably get more money from it anyway. So
yeah, they are. So, I mean, I guess we'll talk more about Fox's future soon. I mean, well, nope.
What future? Well, I mean, they have.
I guess Deadpool and that's
the future direct-to-DVD.
Yeah.